I know it's gonna take a second for anybody to show up, but hi! Look who's here. It's me. It's my birthday. Yay. Let's wear this like this. Oh my gosh, that was fast. Judge Judy Slayer, hi! How are you? Goodness gracious. Hey, my alerts work. That's really good to know, actually. It wasn't working before. Hi! I have my free Starbucks, because you get free Starbucks on your birthday. So I chose a venti pumpkin spice latte, which is the first time I've ever gotten pumpkin spice latte. I don't like that people like to think it's autumn before my birthday. But this year I'm like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for the pumpkin. Bring it on. Bring it on. So yeah. This is the second time using my ring light. I've set it a little different. It's a bit dimmer. It's a bit warmer toned. And hopefully it won't give me as much of a headache. Hello, True Grit. Hopefully it won't give me as much of a headache because I was streaming for 5 hours the other day with kind of a bright blue ring light. Oh, you know what? Blue light gives you headaches on your laptop. Bearded Knight, hi! How are you guys? Ah! You're so fast! I've only been live for like less than 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yeah, 25! Woo! Yeah. I was almost worried that I wouldn't be able to find my sash because there's only one day a year that I can wear this sash. Yeah, I'm getting dinner. Where's the alcohol? Oh, I'm not drinking alcohol. At least not yet. I don't really... I doubt that I will. I don't know. I'm not an alcohol person. I'm finally at the age where they say that people should be allowed to drink because, as the title suggests, the brain is fully developed. But I don't know. I'm not a huge alcohol person. I am gonna take the ferry today. Who knows if I'll stream a little bit of that later. I don't know. I know it's my birthday, but alcohol isn't the way I usually celebrate. I'm celebrating with coffee right now, so there's that. I don't think my brain is fully developed. I mean, I don't know about men. Ask any girl, and they'd probably say the same thing as me. I'm streaming for like probably an hour or a little over an hour because I'm leaving at like 3. And what time is it now? I don't know. What time is it now? I can't look at the time. It is 1. It's 1 o'clock. So, yeah. Not 5 hours like last time, but I might do a part 2 later in the day. So. But in the city. Are you sure your brain is fully developed? Well, I mean, you can always learn more things, Mamsie. But they say scientifically that a person's brain is like fully done when you're 25. That's what I've always heard. Yeah, I usually do night streams, but I knew I needed to be up kind of early today. I wanted to be out and about. I thought I was getting brunch. And that was a big lie. It was actually dinner, so. Ooh, Mamsie's young. My Discord notifications are going off? Okay. Yeah. I think the caffeine is starting to kick in a little bit. I never get a venti. Where's the ferry going? Just around Manhattan. I think I might be taking it twice today. I keep hearing about this ferry. You never drink coffee. Well, I'm proud of you. You know what? I always drink matcha, so... Which has caffeine, but in a different way. Oh my gosh, I'm always promoting matcha because of course I am. But no, today is coffee day. Literally never been just to a Starbucks in my life. I'm not... Starbucks isn't that fantastic. Maybe I just haven't found the perfect drink yet. Bob Ross of War? Oh. Hi, darling. Where's dinner? It's somewhere in Manhattan. I'll say that much. I don't know what food they have. Oh my. Oh, I have... Oh, thank you so much for the Ko-fi. I see that on my emails. Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't know how to update the goal. I don't know how to update the goal on mobile. Ah, darn it. It's there. It's now 150. Thank you. Mwah. Do you feel 25? That's a good question. Maybe. Maybe I do. I mean, I remember turning 18 and feeling like I was already 30. So... maybe. I suddenly feel like I've actually gained insight to things for this birthday. Have you ate in Manhattan before? Oh yeah, I've lived here for 2 years now. Just a hair over 2 years now. Like 2 years and a month. You do feel you feel 30. All right. Oh my gosh, welcome to my channel. It sounds like you fit my vibe then. I was so obsessed with like Shakespeare when I was 18. And I mean I still am, but like I was such a classically edgy teen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Which restaurants have you not been to? Like 99.9999999% of them. Because by the time I think they said it takes like, was it 40 or 400 years in order to go to every single restaurant every day in just Manhattan alone. And by the time you go to the mall, some will close down and then new ones will come in. So there's an endless supply. I don't usually go to restaurants though, because I eat at home and I stick to my favorites. I mean, I'm an actor, so like restaurant life is not like a thing that I do all the time. How many have you been to? I've been to, oh gosh, I could probably count it as like 20, somewhere around the number 20 my whole time of being here. That includes cast parties and stuff. Greenest Hue, thank you. Thank you. Hi. Yes. Okay. And how do you drink your coffee? Just standard with like, when they ask how many sugars I want, I either say 2 or 3. 3 might be a little much, actually. And creamer. I'm talking about when I go to the carts, the really like $1 coffees, right? And then, I mean, this is a pumpkin spice latte. So, why do you prefer eating at home instead of going out? Money. Need I say more? Besides saving money? No, that's it. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd be getting food that's cooked for me every single day. I'd rather. I wish I had like a home chef. You really enjoy cooking. I need to learn to love it again. I haven't really cooked since I moved here. Cause it's a new kitchen, right? And my roommate is a restaurant manager. So I'm a little intimidated. Hi, good morning, Jamie Lee Quinn. How do you do? I don't know. Okay, hey, what's up? And thank you for the happy birthday. What's the best restaurant in Manhattan you've been to? Ooh. That might have to be a place called Uncle Nick's, which unfortunately went out of business during COVID, and it's no longer there. It's closed permanently. Very sad. How did you and your roommate meet? Craigslist. Just start off by making roommate mac and cheese. That way you set the expectations low. Yeah, we haven't had if anybody's gonna cook for us, it's gonna be her cooking for me. Like if we have a Friendsgiving or whatever. I don't don't know. I'm just not used to the kitchen. Maybe, you know, I just bought measuring cups. She doesn't use measuring cups. So I just haven't had access to them, so I haven't cooked a lot because I need measuring cups. I like it being exact and precise. You know? Yeah, Craigslist. You can find roommates that way. Mm-hmm. Exactly right, Greenest Hue. That's how it is. I really needed someone named Craig. My previous roommate was Alex, and that was not as cool as Craig. Yeah. Ah. Craigatha. That is a cursed name, if I've ever heard one. That's really bad. But I really hope Craigatha... Somebody needs to have a Twitch username named Craigatha, please. Oh my god, I really wish someone would follow me named Craigatha. That'd be so good. I was only aware of selling and trading. Yeah, selling a house to rent out, you know what I mean? There's a whole section on Craigslist called Rooms for Rent. But it's good for, you know, New York. A nice Craig, yeah. Buying on Craigslist. Yeah. Young Poke, hi! Yeah, Craigslist. I don't know how many of you use Craigslist, okay? But I feel like it's a little... This is wild to say, but it's a little safer in New York City. I mean, I would say that there's more safe stuff on Craigslist in New York City, but there's also probably just as much bad stuff against that. But you can find, like... I found quite a lot of gigs from Craigslist. You just gotta know what to look out for. Yeah, well, exactly. You need to know how to avoid that. Too many people that are looking for feet models. Don't go to those. Facebook Marketplace scares me. It scares me a lot. I haven't bothered. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I use apps like, what was it called? Not Upsell? Where you can sell furniture and stuff. That's how I got rid of my loft bed. I sold that for too cheap. I wish I would have sold that for more, but I had to move out. Did you hear about the Craigslist killer a few years ago? Well, you know what? I feel like there's more than one of those, so just know to avoid that. That's it. I should be careful about drinking this because I always drink a small coffee, and I ordered a large because it was free, but I gotta be careful or else I'm gonna feel real bad. I'm gonna feel like a real jittery skeleton. I'm gonna have to fix my hair before I go. It's not doing what I want it to do. Oh, is this Debussy? Was that the person who made this? Free large coffee are the best, yes. No wig today. Yes, this is my real hair. I'm wearing it curly because it might rain today. And if you wear it straight and it rains, it gets frizzy. It gets very frizzy, and it's a little better to have it be curly and frizzy than straight and frizzy. Trust me. Also, if anybody else here has curly hair like I do, you know that sleeping on your hair wet is not a good call. However, I did that yesterday because I couldn't help it. I wanted to sleep and I didn't want to like wake my roommate up and get the hairdryer out. So we're dealing with it as best we can. Hi, Crazy Shadow. Yay! I'm finally awake when you're awake. Yay. Is your natural hair frizzy? Depends on the weather. Yeah. It's amazing. Do you use number 3 Hair Perfect by Olaplex? No. Like I said, Olaplex... Wait, don't you have to have dyed hair to use Olaplex? Isn't that what it's for? I mean, my hair is balayaged, but not like... Not... I have straight hair. I'm a little jealous I'm not super jealous. Because I can get away with having straight hair. I need to get a new straightener. But it just makes the weather a little tough. Are you all on the same schedule? I know that everybody here is not on the same schedule. Crazy Shadow is from Belgium, right? So his time of day is completely different from mine. Feeling well rested now? And how's everyone today? Oh yay, good, you're well rested. Your hair is a weather predictor? Sort of. You and roommate. I had a barometer hair, yeah. You and roommate on the same schedule? Not really. See, that's the thing. I might actually not end up doing that singing thing that I keep telling you guys about because it's really getting close to game time and I have other projects happening now. So yeah. I'm from UK. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you are. 6:13 p.m. right now. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I have dinner at 5, so that's quite a whiles away from me. I remember one of the worst days, it was wild, was when I first got to London. So it was an overnight flight, like a, 8-hour flight? Hello, Zerpster! Hi. What other projects? I'll tell you in a second. 166 Maya, happy birthday, thank you so much. So when I got to London, I didn't sleep on the plane. I tried. I even had a whole row to myself, but I could not do it. And I got to London, and I got there a day early for my study abroad, so I couldn't go into my apartment yet. So I went I booked a hotel with 2 of the other people, and we weren't allowed to check into the hotel until 2 p.m. And I think I got to London, like I was walking around like maybe 9 a.m. Earlier, later. Ooh, it might have been more like 6 a.m. that we arrived. Yeah, because like as we were arriving in London, they were like, "Good morning, everyone. It's now the morning." So I was in the lobby waiting to check in for a few hours, and I could not. It was the worst. Actually, we got breakfast first. Oh, Mamsie, nice, another person from London. Yeah, we got breakfast first, and it was so hard staying awake. And the thing is, like, so much time where I wasn't allowed to sleep. I had no car to sleep in. I had no bed to go to. I had no options, so I had to force myself to stay awake. And I ended up, I think, taking a nap in the lobby of the hotel, which was, when I say the lobby of the hotel, I mean it was a room no bigger than my room. And then I passed out so hard in that hotel room, and then I slept for like forever. What did you get for your birthday besides coffee? Well, I haven't gotten anything so far. I mean, someone gifted me 50 to add to this thing right here. Pretend it says 150. But that's... And then my mom sent me a box of stuff the other day, like that pink wig that I wore. She got me that and some snacks and a dress. Not this one. Is it laggy or is it me? I don't know. I know if you look on mobile, it's laggy. Never been to the US. I don't know. Awesome Farrell. 420. Hi. Thanks for following. I'm glad my alerts work again. That's so nice. Hey, Arts. Are you hitting all the cylinders? What do you mean by cylinders? Is that a workout thing? I don't remember. Educate me. Is the lobby of the hotel the same as the hotel lobby R. Kelly sings about in the remix to Ignition? Ignition. I don't remember the part about the hotel, but I know the song. Not sure. Thank you, Tech Guy Paul! Thank you! And thank you, Awesome Farrell! Yay, thank you! You need to warn about that alert. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that it's like really loud to you. I love it though. I'm sorry. Gotta get my computer back, yo. And then it won't be as startling. Thank you, Young Poke. Mike me up. Good name. Yes, 25th. Yeah. Wait, have I seen you before, Mike? And are you guessing 25th because I said fully developed brain? Because if so, you have a big brain. What is this game thing, you and projects? Game thing, I don't know what you're talking about. Projects, my musical. I was gonna have rehearsal today. But now we're starting on Wednesday, so I had to quickly reorganize all my plans today. Infernal the Musical, gosh, I'm gonna say it in every stream, aren't I? About section, we're doing it in October. I kind of doubt we'll live stream it, sorry, but yeah, and then a TV thing that I'm doing, yeah, that will start up soon. Wait, is that to pay for the hard drive replacement? Yes, it is. Check out Paul. Yes, it means you are doing well. Oh, wait. Let's say, where'd you go? Hitting all the cylinders means you're doing well. Oh, that's an interesting way to say that. Thank you, Mike Makeup. When is your musical? October 14th through 17th. Which pageant did you win? Oh. Oh. It says Miss Birthday Girl. I wear this sash on my birthday. I've had it since I think I was about 18. October. Yeah. What is musical about? It's about Dante's Inferno. And, like, I'm one of the 7 deadly sins. Yeah. What TV thing? That is a show called Mr. Jack. Like an indie TV thing. So RMA isn't happening. They're not getting to me, no. I think, and somebody already contributed. Like I said, this is at 150. I can't change this bar mobily, but it's 150. And the person who gave me 100, now I feel like I need to bring it into the experts. I think even someone else's stream. That one surprised me. Doing anything special for your birthday? Yeah, I'm getting picked up around 3, and I'm getting dinner with 2 friends plus another friend of theirs who will eventually be my friend, and a pupper. And then I'm going downtown and just kind of exploring, and then going on a boat. So you won the birthday pageant? I suppose so. 7 Deadly Sins, the anime. No, come on, man. 7 Deadly Sins is one of the oldest things of all time. You can't compare that. You can't say that that's associated with an anime. That's the first thing you think. Like the film 7. I haven't seen the film 7. Everybody talks about how it's the best movie. It's one of their favorite movies, but it's also kind of messed up or something like that. I should put that on my bucket list. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'm very excited. I mean, it's not like an expensive boat. It's really just a ferry. Because I had to book it last minute, so I didn't really book anything. In fact, I'm just gonna hop on. Earth engines, cylinders firing, hitting. It's a good runner. Oh, I see. Yeah, Mr. Jack is the name of the show. I think it will Crazy Shadow. My friend has a pupper who's gonna come with us, and that's exciting. I'm a cat person, but I think I will like her dog. She used to tell me about all this. One of the friends that I'm going with, she was a stage manager for Life is a Dream off Broadway. $1 in Cinera Tour 333. Thank you for following. I would file a complaint against the company for not upholding the warranty. I will definitely look into that, just not today. Is that Apple? Is what Apple? Computer? Like, what? My drink? I'm not gonna get blackout drunk. I'm probably not gonna drink at all. Do you know any computer people? Only the people that follow my stream that have been very helpful, like Tech Guy Paul, Sniper Source Rex, Mr. Be Nice. If you know a lot about computers, join my Discord. Exclamation Discords, in case I have more questions, but I think I have plenty of people that know a lot now. Had to refresh. Hope you have a great time tonight. Thank you, Mike. Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. It's pretty messed up. Oh, this movie 7. Oh, I didn't know they were the people in that movie. Oh, okay. What's in the box? In what box? Where? Where's a box? What box are you talking about? Staten Island Ferry? Close. You're close. Yeah. Wow, our numbers just matched. You have $369. $369 on Instagram, and I have $369. Well, congrats on us matching up. $1. Is it dinner or ferry first? I think it's dinner first. I think I'm more of a dog person. That's fine. Nothing against you guys. What would exclamation tip be, Tech Guy Paul? I don't know what that means. How do we pronounce your name? Charmian. Ah! Panata, thank you for following. Charmian. Who do you know in Manhattan that fixes computer? I'm looking for those people. I contacted Louis Rossman the other day, and he replied, well, his company replied saying, thank you for looking into us, but we can't fix that type of computer. Here are 3 businesses locally that we think can. So that's who I'm going to be looking up next. Because I trust them. Yes, exactly, Mike. Yeah. I love him too. I love his bike tours. I mean, yeah. Such a good New Yorker, you know? Yasmin! Thank you for the... Yay, a little cupcake. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you did it. You did it, Yasmin. I was waiting for somebody to do what I do to other people, which is when people have the birthday tag, I give them 1 bit and I say, happy bit day. Yay, Yasmin. Oh, of course it was you, darling. I love you so much. Hold on. I'm more of a cat person. Let's go, Young Poke. Yes. I'm biased. Hold on. I gotta catch up on chat before this happens. Why aren't the bit... I'm sorry the bit emotes aren't working. I mean alerts, but I see it up here. I mean up here. Where the one that Chelsea Piers. I don't think it's that one either. It's the only ferry I've been on. Oh, okay. I love the Chelsea area though. You think Lewis is a douche? I mean, I guess you could call him a douche, whether he's positive or negative to you. Are you Jewish? I am part Jewish, yeah. What do you mean in like race or religion? Because both are like somewhat, yeah. And hi, Rise Up Light. Hello, VJ Kumar 9. How you doing? Hope you're doing awesome. Thank you. Hey. Okay. Hi, Yasmin. Yes, Yasmin. So nice to hear you. Great. Yay. And thank you for the cupcake. Okay, Mike, I'm finally catching up. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Amazing. Thank you. I can't read emojis, by the way. It just spells it out for me. I'm letting you know. Oh, thank you, Tech Guy Paul. That's very nice. So glad you're my mod. Yeah, Jewish, exactly. Both cool. I'm neither. Let's set our differences aside and get along. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in. You should be here when when Bobster's here and we end up talking about religion again. I'm so excited for when I eventually get my computer to work again and I can have guests. Because it's nice. It's a good time. I'm telling you, man, I can't drink. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my air conditioning real fast because it's getting hot in here and I don't want to sweat through my dress. Jeez Louise. BRP. Sorry if this is the loudest thing ever. I don't know why it sounds very, very loud on my phone. Show your computer. Sure. Oh my goodness! Sorry if I'm being too loud. Oh my goodness, thank you. If you want, okay, so this is now at 200. Wait. What? Oh, now I'm confused. Is that 2 people? Hey, I don't know, like, okay, for one, Okay, that was 2 different donations. Thank you. So this is now actually at 200 and... Wait, no. No, wait. Yes, 225. Thank you guys. Oh, I wish I could update this. Goodness gracious. Thank you. See, I always wonder like if I should actually say your name because some people don't like that. I'm gonna thank you on the website, but thank you. Just buy a new one. Well, my computer was like $1,800. It has a really, really good graphics card. Yeah. Like I customized it so that it has everything I need for video editing and stuff like that. Okay, showing my computer. You can update in OBS. I can, but like on my dumb laptop that takes forever. You know what? I should do that. Will it do it automatically on here though? Maybe. Sure, why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't want this to be a lie and then get more than I need. You know what I mean? Ooh, I turned up the brightness by accident. Oh, I did it again. Like my ring light. Let's turn you down. You can just refresh it, I think. Well, it doesn't recognize Ko-fi. I have to do it manually. NVIDIA Quad. Okay, one second. Let me. I can show you my old I mean, I can show you my laptop, but it's not going to make much sense to you. It's pretty boring, right? It's on my bed right now. It's very boring looking. I like what the ring light is lighting. Yeah, it just looks like this. AVA. Are you in Brooklyn? No, I'm not. I don't know. It's a simple thing. All right, let's go over here and update. Yes. Oh, closet. Close. Turning on OBS. You only like musical theater. You don't like New York City except for musical theater, is that what you're saying? Because if that's the case, hi! You're cool, I do musical theater, so... Yeah, it's not the same. You know what I really wish I could do on my birthday right now? I would have booked a Broadway show to see tonight. Like last minute, today ticks. That's what I would have done. That would have been kind of the dream, honestly. I will only support streamers near me in Canada. Hey, why? Can I ask why? Yes, it's an armpit. Who, mine? Sorry. I'm in the South and I'm bigoted. Yeah, I guess New York is very liberal, I suppose. You ever do Broadway roulette? I've applied for the lottery a few times. I've never won though. Okay, book it. Well, Broadway's not open yet. It's not open until September 14th. What are you doing for your birthday instead? I'm going on a ferry and getting dinner with like 3 people. And then I'm gonna be with one person to explore downtown a bit. Hello, howdy ho. How you doing? I'm not sure if you want to talk about it now or what exactly happens to it. What happens to what? Ooh, who subscribed? Somebody subscribed. Ham and cheddar. Goodness gracious. Hi. That's funny that the alert happened on my laptop over here, but not on my stream here. Speaking of, ham and cheddar seed. No, NYC is an armpit. I know a lot of people that would agree with you. So I can meet them, duh. So I can meet them, okay. I'm a Canadian visa, especially double citizenship. Triple with the UK, let's go. Good, the UK. Who is that one person? I'm not gonna out them if they don't wish to be outed, but who knows. Show you've been working on the last time I was here. I know, because it'll be happening until October. And people keep asking about it. Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop! You do love it here. Yeah, people are like, it sucks, but I love it. If that's not New York City in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Probably not a great idea. All right. I just gotta set you down while I fix this. Also, oh yeah, the gold just went away, didn't it? Can we buy tickets like pre-sale? Probably. I don't know. I don't think the website is even updated that the show is happening. Just let me... There it is. Goodness gracious, thank you guys so much. I guess I'll just keep Streamlabs open on this computer then. Because then you can actually hear the subscription alerts from my computer far away. Waiting on my brain to fully develop. Feels bad, man. LOL. So, like... You scare me. You're not gonna wear that sash out with your friends, are you? I'm sorry, do you hate the sash? Can we find meeting beyond the physical? Of course. I scare you. I scare you? Hold on. For a non-public setting. Oh my god. But then people look at me and they smile. Is that what you said? That you scare me? I don't. You don't scare me. Did I say that? I'm sorry if I did. That was about New York or something. Yeah. Yeah, no, that much has happened in the last 37 minutes, Sam. Thank you guys immensely. I promise I'll get around to doing the individual thank yous on that site, but I do that. They don't do that anywhere? About what? Are you talking about your beyond the physical thing? What are you referring to? Where'd my drink go? Here it is. Oh, I'm feeling this coffee now. If you wear the sash in NYC, no one will bat an eye. That's true. That's true. You're absolutely right. Just send comment. Oh. Man, I love this ring light. It's so cool. My mom was so inspired by this ring light that she bought two for herself yesterday. One that's definitely smaller than mine, and then one that is around a webcam. She bought a webcam because I think my mom is going to start streaming. Two for what? Yeah, she likes to record. I mean, she's a singer too. So she likes to record stuff on Shmool, the app, right? And then I might set her up on Twitch. We'll see, because my dad's now on Twitch. One for lighting, the other, of course. Yeah. I don't know, because they were cheap. Like my ring light cost, I think, $125 or something, because it has a tripod, it's very large, and it's for my DSLR. Oh my gosh, yay, thank you so much. We've finished the goal. Goodness gracious, that's been like 40 minutes. You guys. Oh, so many thank yous. Oh, I'll thank you all on the thing unless you want to be said. Yes. Incredible. I never want my dad on Twitch. Well, I didn't think so either. It's you know what's really funny about my parents on Twitch? Thank you guys. Goodness gracious. Now I gotta go back to my computer actually and fix that. Hold on. let me go fix this. That's why I kept the app up. The things my parents don't realize right, that I didn't tell them about me being on Twitch, and I didn't tell them to watch me on Twitch until about a month ago, because I didn't have this many viewers, and it was the awkward stage where you just have 2 or 3, right? And I was playing video games, and why would I want my parents watching that? And I wanted to have free reign of what I say and not worry about anything I say. So they came in right as like things were starting to look like I have a chat now, which is very cool. Where's the chat? I guess it's here for you guys. And now they both want to start streaming, right? Because they see me do it. And they don't realize what it's like when you start and you only have maybe even 0 people watching you. So they're like, I think my mom will understand better, but my dad is getting very discouraged that he gets like sometimes 1 person and it's just me lurking so that he gets his viewer count up. But he's doing so much better than most people because I host him, and I've sent people his way already from the get-go. He has no idea. He has no idea the struggle of working your way up, you know? I dropped down. My streams were fine back then. Okay, you've been here a long time. Yeah, that's right. Followed me since April. I mean, I started in January. Try me in January when I was playing Fall Guys. No way he streams. Yes, he does now. His username is Levin in America. Can anybody SO him? Yeah, thank you so much, Tech Guy Paul. Yeah, that's my dad. Yeah, and I also played Vindictus a few times, and that's how Crazy Shadow found me. Thank you, Gamer Girl Feet Lover. Oh my goodness, thank you. I just painted my toenails today. They don't look great because I still have black on my toes from being a ghost. I've tried to scrape it off. So I tried to cover it up with this tan color. But it's not perfect. I just wanted to make it a little better. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Remember when I started following you had 3 to 4 viewers. You were here like so long ago. You Crazy Shadow, yeah. Drop down, it's okay, I'm always on mobile. Your dad looks so wholesome. Yeah, he's trying to have like a little kind of radio show where he talks about music and sings, and maybe someday he'll get into his religious talks. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to do that. Gotta do some more Vindictus someday. Yeah, I need to check up on Lan, my lover. Paul's ever touched 24-hour pharmacy? Not yet. Sounds lovely. I hope he does. Yeah, we'll see, right? Okay, let me change this goal because that's why I'm sitting here. Is he a rabbi? No, but he is friends with a lot of rabbis. Radio talks. Yeah. No, but maybe Mike. Is that a common issue? Old Jewish men in New York City? Never heard of them. Well, he doesn't live in New York City. He lives in Alabama, so it actually is, he is kind of rare. Excuse me. Because Alabama is a very Christian area. I wish I could have that sort of friend group here in Georgia, you know, God's people. Oh, thank you, Korean Roof Camper. Oh my goodness, from North Korea. Dang, whoa. Okay, why aren't the alerts working again? But I hear a follow. Was that Korean Roof Camper? I'm not sure. But thank you for the follow. Sorry I can't see that. That stinks. I would not live in Alabama. No. It's an interesting place. I know a lot of people that have gone there. More than I expected to know. A lot of people from Ohio that have family in Alabama. It's very weird. Alright, that should be up. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodness gracious, 44 minutes in. I would not live in North Korea. Yeah, no, I don't think I would either. Hope you're doing okay. I don't really remember the situation there at the current moment. They don't like me. Well, some of them. Oh, the people in Alabama. Yeah. I think my dad's having that problem a little bit because of religious issues. I didn't even know that Christians didn't like Jewish people until recently. I never figured that. I'm like, well, Jesus was Jewish, so what's your deal? Very odd. What? I'm Christian, and you don't think that? Good. Then you're a better Christian. They don't like any people. They killed Christ. Yeah, that is the reasoning. Hello, Thomas Marius. I almost want to say Amos Marius, like it looks like pterodactyl where the the P would be silent in pterodactyl. Never mind. I don't think that's a common Christian thing at all. I think it might be in Alabama. Oh, you're saying that the Jews did not kill Jesus. Yeah, that seems wrong to me, too, right? I like hummus dip. I hope I'm really hungry by the time I get to the place that I'm going today. Yeah. Most Christians I know don't speak nicely about the small hat people. It's weird. I don't get it. I just like organized religion. Me too. Thank you, Howdy Ho, for the happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to go to a synagogue once. I don't know what it's like. I've never been to one because I grew up Christian, right? But I'd love to just go to a synagogue one day and just see what that's about. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, preyed on, like, do you mean like, okay, hold on. You spelled pray like P-R-A-Y. So being preyed on with P-R-E-Y would be scary, but being preyed on P-R-A-Y is kind of a good thing, right? Because they're like, they prayed for you. Is that what you mean? You have never? I have never. You aren't missing much. Oh, okay. I've been the same since. Okay, so it is the bad one. Oh, yes, he prayed for me. Okay. After Korean church mass, we all went to cafeterias and ate a lot of Korean food. Nice. That's something I miss a tiny bit, was going to La Rosa's after church. Yeah, the church crowds were very interesting. I worked in the food business on Sundays, right? Big groups of people. And they say that a lot of them don't tip well. The ones, at least where I work, tip well because the owners were also Christians. So they have this bias, maybe, perchance. I would make you a Korean dessert for your birthday. Ooh. Come back with me here. Oh, okay. Okay, how'd you go? Wait, are you from Alabama? No, I'm not. I'm from Ohio. My dad moved to Alabama recently to get out of Ohio. Just don't either. Just don't either what? Oh, pay well? Tip well? Yeah. Do they not? I wouldn't know. See, you can say, if okay, anybody who tipped me here, if you want to say me in chat, I will shout you out. That's great. I've had like 3 people that have donated in the past that don't like to be shouted out. Okay, Tech Guy Paul. Heck yeah, we got Tech Guy Paul who helped a lot. Yeah. You can thank Tech Guy Paul. Thank you so much. Yes. Shout this man out. Gosh, everything's reversed for me, so like, chat's over here. I've been fasting in Korea all year. You've been fasting in Korea all year? Sounds like you've been starving. That doesn't quite sound like fasting, like you okay? Why are you close to the wall? Because I don't have much room in my house that's clean enough for a good background. Like I have these posters. I'll grab one actually. It's to me like you need to make a party stream with your family. That would be fun. Ooh, someone followed me. I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. I hear it coming from my laptop. But thank you. I haven't donated much yet lately. To what? Yeah, a troll. What? Who's a troll? What? So we can have 3 links at the same time. Party stream with your family, so we can have 3 links at the same time? What do you mean? You want to move here to my mansion? I mean, mansions are cool, but also, like, if anybody's played Resident Evil 1, mansions can be scary as well. This is why I have trust issues. Nunchi! Yes, my hair is brown. My real hair is brown. Everybody can know this. I'm not going to dye my hair a crazy color. I did it twice. I dyed it black in high school, and then I dyed it red my senior year of college because I knew I wouldn't have to act in anything for a whole year, so I was like, this is the time. People have always said I'd look good in red. And I think I did. I think I pulled off red really well. Why damage my hair with hair dye and have to keep dyeing it when you can just get a wig and then it's always perfectly dyed? Furniture less, yeah. Resident Evil is a pretty good game. Agree. You should get married and have a family. I would love to. I'd love to. However, I would love to friggin' pay for a surrogate so I can continue dancing and liking my dancer body. Which version of Resident Evil, though? I like the remastered version of 1, and then I like Resident Evil 4. And I was playing Resident Evil 6, but I don't know if I'll ever finish it, unfortunately. Thank you for the happy birthday, Theater Queen. Howdy ho. Brown looks best. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very nice to hear. Oh, man, my bits alert. That should be Shamon. Hold on. I'm catching up on chat. I'll get there. There's organic hair dyes? I don't care. I balayaged my hair for like $300 early this summer. That was my first donation goal that I ever had on Twitch, was to balayage my hair. So it's got like blonde to it because my hair was brown like this, right? But it had red tints from using Splat. Don't use Splat. And I needed to fix it. I wanted to have a hot girl summer as best I could. So now at least it looks natural, right? And I'll just not dye it anymore. What's a surrogate? It's when somebody has your kid for you. Like you give them your egg and stuff, and it's your kid biologically, but somebody else has it for you. All Resident Evil games from the 90s today. Great. Thank you, Ralph's Sambat? Ralph's Ambat. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you, Nunchi, for the happy birthday. Dancing? No way, I am white. What do you mean? I haven't played all of them yet. Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Ralph. Okay, thank you, Ralph, for the cupcakes. Yay! And the love. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. So I invite you to Las Vegas poker and day trading lessons. Give us great filet mignon. Oh man, very tempting. I know, Drop Down really hates my alerts. I'm sorry about it. I'm not getting rid of them though. New Grand Theft Auto 2 in North Korea last week. Great game. Grand Theft Auto 2? Oh man, I'm sorry. Sheesh, I want that invite. Yeah. Somewhere I stayed home all day. Yeah, I think I might actually have just a hint of a tan now. Just a hint. Barely any, but at least it's something, I guess. Anything good for September? Rains 17th. October 17th. Oh, yeah, no problem, True Grit. I have 2 left feet. Maybe you just haven't found your favorite dance style. Who knows? Insight. So are you in Upper East? I'm not. Which is a riskier gamble, Las Vegas or day trading? Las Vegas, I would say. Day trading has at least some sort of skill to it. Unless you're doing certain types of betting, right? I mean, I think poker takes skill, right? And blackjack and stuff, a little bit of skill. Full tan for standing outside. The union strike, yo. I don't know dance styles. Okay. Hip hop, jazz, ballet, swing, ballroom, salsa, tap, Latin. There's more. What does that mean? Teach me. Oh, what does that mean? Teach you the dance styles? Not today, but how much money are backing your true breakdance? There you go. So doing ballet will not work. That's so not true. Such a liar. Are you a man? Because well, they're called ballerinos, by the way, if you're a guy and you do ballet. They're great. And you don't have to wear point shoes. I want to hang out with someone today, then go hang out with someone. Get yourself the Meetup app, or not the Meetup app, or the Bumble BFF app, if you can't find anybody. If I get you a new computer, would you come down to New Jersey? LOL. I don't need a new computer now. I'm set. A rude American tourist stole my poster when here on holidays. Your poster? It's rude. Giving America a bad name. I am just not light on my feet. Okay, for ballet, sure. Okay. Well, maybe not ballet. Because you need to recharge. While day trading, you can burn faster on leverage, especially in seconds. Modern gaming knows what he's talking about. All the apps. Tall, lanky guy. Oh, you're great for dancing. Don't even. Dollars. I'm not a shoe girl. My mom. Here, I'll show you. My mom got me these shoes for my birthday. Aren't they cute? These sandals? The only sandals I like are the ones that don't have the toe thing, like flip-flops do. But it's very hard to find sandals that don't have the toe thing. So whenever me and my mom find them, we're like, ooh, time to get them. Those actually are nice. Well, thank you. They're comfortable as heck. It's like suede on the inside. That's why I gotta be careful if it rains today. Hi, Alice. Well, I forgot again. Alazim. Gosh darn it, I did it again. Thank you for saying happy birthday. Half Korean, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. Drop down really is half Korean. 5'10". Nice. How to make you wife. It's tricky, I'll tell you that. It's tricky. I've yet to even do that once, so. What time is it now? Is it like 2? Chad died after this comment. How to make you husband? Ooh. That's a tougher one. That would involve more on my part. Gotta do the Miss Universe wave? You mean this one? The everybody, individual. That's like the Disney princess wave. I learned that from the George Lopez show. That's what it's called, right? His name's George Lopez, right? My goodness. Trading you freeze when you see how much you lose, and usually instead of taking the loss, you might be so stressed and do nothing while your account drains. So you gotta learn how to lose before you play big. That's very true. I remember learning that in my one book about day trading. Yeah. What was that book called? I think it was like Day Trading for Beginners. Do I have my Kindle here? My Fire? My Amazon Fire? No. It's in my other backpack that I'm not gonna get. Dead Nerve! Thank you for the happy birthday! Ah! Thank you. Thank you. How can I day trade? Read up on it. 25k minimum and keep it at 25k forever. Who's this great General Trump? I read that book too. How to day trade using astrology? I'm sorry, what? Does anyone do Bitcoins? I don't. I got this thing on Discord that was like, click this link and we'll give you this much in Bitcoin. I did click it, but it's like you'll only make double this amount if you put money in. So I just didn't put money in and claimed like the little bit of Bitcoin. So I actually don't know if that's. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't have any viruses. I promise. Small but restrictions apply. It's supreme. I show an offshore account. True modern gaming. Oh my gosh, you know your stuff. It goes to the moon. I do trading on the firms, do that stuff. If you do it, you're losing 100%. You're not losing 100%. That's how your computers mess up. It's not. It's not. I guarantee you it's not, because actually before that happened, I had that crashing problem. It just fixed itself for a few months there. It was weird. Repeating off Instagram? Stop trolling? What do you mean repeating off Instagram? Yeah, no, don't worry. I didn't do any of this stuff that would make the scam actually go through. They're like billionaires. That's true, dollar. You poured wine in it? What? In my drink? In what? I did not. Stop reading IG. All these are from IG memes. Oh, okay, you're not talking to me. Gotcha. There are companies, you just have to pay a monthly fee, $500. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, I don't remember that one, but sure. You poured wine in the computer. I didn't. Money's a boring subject. Changed my mind. I think it's a fun subject, except I've strayed away from it, so now I'm more confused by it again, if that makes any sense. I don't know if there's any subjects right now that I'm super passionate about that I could just go off forever. Yeah, at one point it was finances and investing, but now I automatically put in $5 a day in my investing account, so I don't really care as much anymore. I just let it do its thing. Homies will always lose. On the jobs, I never do this. Yeah. Go off about your new show. Well, I can't really say much about my new show because rehearsals haven't started yet. I haven't gotten the script. We haven't had any music rehearsals. If you want to see what we have so far, if you just look up on YouTube, Infernal the Musical, there is there's the 1 hour version, which has a talk with the director afterwards, and then there's the one that's 33 minutes, which is just the performance that you can watch right now, and it's just songs so far. $5 a day? You really need my help? Yeah, I'm an actor. I'm a poor actor, and the fact that I'm putting any money in there at all is a lot. That ends up being like $120 a month, something like that, around that number. I'm not gonna do math. The ones paying back the unemployment. We all know Charmian is secretly a crypto millionaire, not fooling anyone. You know what? That's a fun theory. I wish that were true. Last time money had any true value, it was a tree. Yeah, return to monkey. It's really true. It's like, why do humans do this to ourselves? We can just live off the planet like all the other animals. Shores that get seized by government, no guarantee you get your money back. Well, yeah, you just gotta be careful not to let that happen. A new show called Showgirls. Yeah, my friend used to tell me that I would make a perfect chorus girl, but I want to be a lead. People have told me, because I'm a dancer, okay, here's a fun fact about Broadway for you. You ready? If you're a singer, dancer, actor, right? If you're the triple threat, if you're really good at dancing, they'll probably shove you into a chorus role instead of a lead. because you excel at dancing. If you ever notice that a lot of the lead characters in shows aren't the best dancer, but they can sing, that's just the way it is. It just is, which is unfortunate, and I want to break that mold. That's my goal. That's my goal, is to like have that Sutton Foster way, you know, where I could be in a big dance number as a lead and be like, actually, look at me. I can catch up with the ensemble, and I look like we're all together. That's my rant of today. What's your favorite musical? Sweeney Todd. Acorn? It is Acorns. Yeah. That's right, Sherman. It's true. But I'm ultra soft and ultra strong. So we are born of sin. Well, why aren't other animals born of sin? I'm sorry. I know that we could go into the whole Bible rant, but like, animals are so smart, man. And they sin all the time. Haven't you seen cats? Look it go. It's just like the movie Black Swan. Oh, that's a movie I gotta see again. I only saw it one time. But I still am haunted by pretty much the opening scene where she cracks her toes before putting on her pointe shoes. I can't handle that. Somebody followed me. I can't see it. But thank you, whoever you are. Welcome. Ben Platt can sing, though. Yeah, Ben Platt can sing. Can he dance? I don't remember. If you can't spin on your head, it's not dancing. I think I might have tried doing that one time, because I did take a break dancing class. I know how to do that thing where you get on your hands and you lift your feet above your head and you hold it. I wonder if I could still do that, if I would remember. Yeah, I think I do know how to do it, because I'm testing it out right now by pressing my hand into my gut, basically. And then you should be able to flip. Singing is a lot harder than dancing. Not true. It's just apples to oranges. Cats the musical is a sin. Okay. Is that the Black Abyss portal thing going on the door? Oh, sorry. This is my stretch band. Like, I put my foot in here, and then I lift this like a seatbelt, and it lifts my leg up to stretch. That's what that is. Have you been to Atlantic City or Wildwood? I have not. It's called a freeze. Guys, I'm thinking about getting food from Panda Express. Panda Express is not that bad. Change my mind. Go for it. Go for it. Drop down. Okay, let's go eat in Manhattan. I'll be eating soon. Illinois, yo. Yeah, you're Chicago. Your arms are long as frick. Are they? Let's not, like, put my hand like that automatically. Let's not. Whoops, my bad. I was just literally trying to show off how long my arms are. Oh my god. Ham, you better not be here. Ham, you didn't see that. How tall are you? 5'4.5". But my modeling agency tells me to say 5'5" for runway purposes. So you believe that an animal has more value than a human? Not more value. Bound by instinct, where we aren't. You don't think humans are bound by instinct? I might think that animals are a little higher up in value than what most people put them. I don't know about completely equal or not, but I think I put a little more value on animals than other people. And I'm not saying anything about like veganism, bro, I love steak. No, it's not like that. I mean, like, I make friends with a lot of squirrels, okay? I had a pet pigeon. Like, I love animals. I love making friends with them. I like the rats in the subway. They make me happy. They're like skittering around. They have their own lives to lead. You need a hamburger woman? I mean, I might have a... I don't know where I'm going for dinner tonight. I don't know what they have at that place. I eat. I said they were bound where we aren't. Oh. Perhaps. Contractually obligated to say 5'5". I can just say it if I want. I mean, 5'4.5". Like, is the half part so important? But like, that is my true height, right? instinct are we bound by besides? I've never seen a huge rat. You've never seen a huge rat in New York? I think I saw like one really big one time. Animals die in movie. Humans no emotion. That's a common thought. Korean roof camper. Warframe yet? Oh my god. It's getting cold in here again. That's why I gotta keep turning my AC on and off. I don't want to take a nap. Don't. Wait, gosh. Come on, caffeine. Work in my eyeballs. Come on. So am I. At least it's only 80 today. I don't know what the temperature is. Okay, it's 2:08. I'm being picked up in a little less than an hour, sort of. Oh, it actually more in a little over an hour. Espresso? More like depresso. Try matcha. Go enjoy your birthday. I have time. I have nothing to do. I'm all ready to go. So I'm just like, I'm killing time. Oh my gosh, I haven't been, holy crap. I have an hour. I need to make sure that I'm charging my phone the whole time I'm streaming. And because I brought this over to my computer, I wasn't charging it. Hold on. We were created to have dominion over animals, but we just had to trim, didn't we? Here we go. Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I know that game. Do I own that? I don't remember. Oh, guess what percentage we're at? 69. That's way too low. I gotta make sure that I charge it. Okay, my computer's still on. 500 hours, dang. That's a lot of time. I think I have like 300 and something hours clocked in Vindictus, but it's not true. It's just that even though the game was closed, my computer thought that the game was running for like a month or something like that, and it wasn't. Never had Adderall in my life. What time is the Magic Mike strip club tonight for your birthday? Oh, I kind of wish I could go to one of those. I've never been to one, but I don't know. That would be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, Nunchi. Let's go tonight. Yeah. It's so hard to find ones with dudes. $50. Good. Hopefully you never do. The closest thing I ever went to for one of those was a drag show. I don't think we were expecting it to be a drag show, but it happened to be one that night. I think I was just gonna go out like raving, and I'm not really a rave kind of person, but I went anyway. Sorry. Wait, can I buy tickets to the show? Not yet. It's a male bouncer. Thank you guys. No, I can. They are for sale. What Broadway show is this? Are you talking about the one that I'm in, or are you talking about a strip club? Thank you, Lenora! Thank you so much. Yes. Well, I don't know which one you mean still. Today's your birthday? Yeah, it is. Justin, thank you. Thank you so much. You're in the Magic... No, I'm not in the Magic Mike show. Oh my gosh, these are two different things. They're two different topics completely. Go eat. Oh, yay. Thank you. Drop down. Enjoy your food. Infernal. Yeah. Are Infernal tickets available? Gosh, I didn't even know that myself. Maybe she just put them up because she just gave me the rehearsal schedule. Thank you, Rise Up Light. Yeah. Oh my gosh, did she update that? Wow. Inferno mic. That's pretty good. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna look up the website real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. What am I? Okay. Oh my god, they did! That's amazing! Oh, that's so exciting! Ah! That's so cool! Oh, she updated the website. It's been months, bro. When we did the original thing, the song concept album for Infernal, that was in January 30th. So it's been like 8 months, right? And now she's finally updated the website. That's so exciting. Yeah, isn't this the most interesting wall of all time? This is because I planned on getting a backdrop, but I haven't set it up yet. I have a LARP background. I'm gonna do that when I fix my computer and do my LARP stream. I'm gonna use that backdrop I have. I also have these poster boards. We were trying to talk. Oh, I'm so sorry for interrupting. See, I also have this thing that I got for $2, but it's too small for this, unless I really bring it up close. It's kind of wrinkled now. That stinks. I've used this as a backdrop to one of my photos. Local Joann's. Yeah, no, I have this, and then I also have my green poster board, the same size that I used as my green screen, for $2. So that was really, really nice when I lived at my old apartment. $2 green screen, and it worked like a charm. Why is she covering up the wall, though? I gotta hang up my pennant. I don't know where to hang it up, though. I don't know where to put it. What a deal. I think it was. Look at this bad boy. I have no idea where to put it. It doesn't match the other stuff that's on my wall currently. I really like this seal. It's really cool to me. This is the seal of Ohio in the center. The state of Ohio. Rise Up Light, if you like to look at backgrounds, I recommend you go to, can someone shout out Ash Attack's roommate? He does chair streams quite often. Bobcats suck. Oh my god. Who are you, Miami University? Offer. I don't know what that emote is. It's just... Thank you, Tech Eye Paul. Yeah, exactly. If you want good quality chair and wall content, 10 out of 10, recommend Ash Attack's roommate. Sometimes that's when he gets the most of his viewers. SUNY Albany. Great Danes. Well, are we competitors even? See you later. Yeah, Tech Eye Paul recognize him. Wow, man, they really updated that website, because I left it alone for a second, and then there was a pop-up screen that said Infernal is back. And so, wait, live theater is back, and so is Infernal. Yeah, but also Hayden from Ash Attack's roommate is very cool too, so I'm shouting him out anyway. That's my general shout out. Announcing our one-act shows. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. What does the About section look like? Hold on. What is the cast list? Who's in this show now? Some people got replaced. New cast announcement coming soon. Okay. Oh, okay, so you can no longer find my picture, I guess, on the cast list, but I'm telling you I'm in it. I wonder if she'll let me update my bio, because Midsummer Night's Dream was not the last thing I did. Yeah. Oh, I'm nervous about the new cast. Do the cast get a percentage of the ticket revenue? I get a flat deal. I know exactly how much I'm getting paid for the whole thing. I'm not gonna tell you, but yeah. I know how much I'm getting, and I'll be getting it like at the end of the last night. $5? It's a little more than $5. No, I try not to do shows for free. I know there's a lot out there that exist, but I honestly think I'm okay experience-wise, where I don't need to rely on unpaid stuff for experience anymore, which is nice. It's cool to be that place at 25. It feels nice. I mean, there was a time when I was, 18, and you would do anything for theater work. I auditioned for one community theater show. They cast me as like an ensemble because community theater is biased, where everybody's like, they're very, they have their favorites in community theater because you grow up with the program, right? And because I was like coming in from the professional world, and I'm like, hi, I'm trained in this and I can do this. They're like, who does she think she is? Ensemble. And I'm like, all right, I'm not doing this show, bye, I quit. You're not even paying me. So it's like commission. This one is, every show is different. Some pay by the week, some pay you at the end. I hope to do shows again where it's by the week. I miss that lifestyle. If you want to promote people to go, I mean, you can do shows right here on Twitch though. I'm doing both. I mean, my career is theater. Like, sorry, Twitch is more like my hobby, but I'm going to do more show-like stuff in the future. Expect that, everybody. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But I am a theater person who's on Twitch. I'm not a Twitch person who does theater. Soon, once the virus is over. Yeah, for real. Have you ever had to fill in for someone getting injured? No. I've been an understudy a few times, but the person was never injured. I've been in shows where people got injured, but I wasn't the one who replaced them. How have you survived through the pandemic? Well, I'll tell you what. 2020 was very, very, very rough because literally nothing existed except for virtual play readings, which I didn't do any because I'm not about it. I wasn't about it. And then 2021, like I said, Infernal was in January, so that kicked it off right away. And since then, I've been pretty okay because then I did that show at the Gene Frankel Theater, and yeah, I've been working. Central Casting's back, I did Law and Order twice this year. That's crazy, right? That's back, so everything is feeling kind of back to normal. Hi, Johnson Jamie JJ, thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. That is breaking a leg for real. Somebody did break their leg in one of the shows I was in. Law and Order, you watch that? Nice. I really got to figure out what episode I'm in, this new one, because my mom needs to know so she can know what night to watch. Don't remember what episode it is though. I literally just got my check from it today. Yeah, I was in Christmas Spectacular in 2009, and one of the Rockettes, they were called Holiday Bells in our version, but one of them, the toy soldier move where they fall down, they all grab each other by the waist, sort of like this, and they're toy soldiers, and they all fall down. One of them broke their leg during that move. And then she was taken out of the show. Wonder how that girl's doing. Used to go every year. I mean, I worked for the real Christmas Spectacular in 2019. I was a candy cane greeter. Wait, you said you love that show, you used to go every year. Did you go in 2019? Because you might have seen me. How much was the check? Not maybe as much as you might think. It's basically minimum wage to be an extra in that show. Season 83. The Jamies always come at the same time. That's so interesting to me. Yeah, if you were here 2019 and you remember the people on the streets helping the line, and they all had a big candy cane with a red bulb on the top, and like white coats, and what was the type of hat we wore? Like a fuzzy hat, a candy cane belt. That was me. I was one of those people. Let's go to a nice restaurant. I'm going to a nice restaurant today. 10K check from mommy. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a third Jamie? Is there a third Jamie? Would you ever help perform in a magic trick? Yeah, I think I auditioned for one time. I didn't get in it though, because that's when the pandemic happened. I don't walk on the street. That's why I don't like NYC. You don't like walking on the streets of NYC? That's one of my favorite things, favorite pastimes. Last time I was there was 2017. Okay. Just being in New York. You stay in Brooklyn mostly. I'm not a huge fan of Brooklyn. I have to go there all the time though for work. 2 days before I celebrated mine in a cafe called Wow. Hello, Ohismus? Sorry for butchering your name. What trick would be the one you would like to help perform doing? I want to say the one where they make you change your dress 8 times. I still don't know how that trick works. But at the same time, it's probably very, very stressful. So maybe I wouldn't actually like performing that trick, but it is one of my favorite tricks to see. Turkish. Your mama is Turkish. My mama ain't Turkish. I also thought about this sawing someone in half when they said, what trick would you want to do? That's not hard. All you gotta do is curl up in a ball. Spoilers. Magic ruined. Would you do that trick? Sure, why not? That one's pretty easy. You just gotta be able to fit really small. Like, curl up. What's your favorite Starbucks order? I normally get the double chocolatey chip frappe, which really doesn't have caffeine in it. But today I got a pumpkin spice latte because I've kind of been craving it for a little while. I don't really like too much stuff from Starbucks, and I think that this is okay. So, and I get this free on my birthday. Do you smoke weed, or as a singer do you avoid it? I don't smoke it, and it's not just because I'm a singer that I don't smoke it. That is a reason, but also I don't really do weed. I had one edible one time, and it woke up my creativity, but I don't need to be addicted to it at all. Pumpkin spice frappuccino. From Starbucks? I mean, I'm sure it tastes very similar to this. I don't know why I ordered it hot. It's really hot outside today, but I didn't think an iced one would be good, and I don't like when they get watered down when you get iced drinks. Happy birthday. Thank you. Wow, no wonder you're so sweet. Why? Because of the which comment makes you think that? Because of the drink choice or because of the not smoking weed? Which box do you want to be in? The one that I mean, my legs are pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie. Either. I'll say either. I'll say either. I don't care which side. Dunkin' over Starbucks? That's a toughie. They're both not great. Escape from smoking LOL, or people that do it. Yeah. Congratulations, Alazine. From Starbucks. Okay. I don't like lattes, so I get the frap. Yeah, I don't get the lattes there either. I pretty much always get the frappuccinos, except for today. Pumpkin spice latte is kind of a different one. It wouldn't be smart for me to smoke weed, Mike. It wouldn't. So good. Congratulations, Alizim. Good job. I am proud of you. More than once would not be true, but like I don't need to. Passion tea sweetened with apple juice is my drink. Oh, that's so fancy. I like that. How old are you today? 25. To be fair, weird does become a personality trait. That's very true. Yes, it is. If I ever come across anybody on Tinder that says 420 friendly or whatever, I'm like, bye. Are you okay seeking? Never push it on anyone. Don't use Tinder. Yeah. I never actually go through with anything on Tinder. The only time I ever did was like in college, and that's it. Because when you're in a college town, it's a little bit different. It's a little more normal for people to be on it than like when you're a full-fledged adult. Now it's just weird and I hate it. Thank you, Zerbster, for happy birthday. Wait, did I see her from Captain Spalling? Hi. Is that Cap for Captain? In which case, hi, Captain. I don't know what that place is. No, I'm not. Don't want to rush you, but your eggs will be in decline. Well, hopefully I'll get a surrogate, my man. No perfect guy has shown himself to me yet. Tony friendly. Don't actually do any weed, just open to the idea. That's not usually the case though. Good for you, Crazy Shadow. We are high functioning members of society. I mean, I know a lot of people in my industry that do it. See where I live, it's a small city. Yeah. It's a completely different experience depending on where you are. Tinder, I mean. Is that sort of period when you start intensively think about marriage and kids? 25 years. I don't have baby fever still. I don't know that I ever will. Why would you want a perfect guy? They are usually insane. Not if they're perfect. I thought your Insta said something about Cincinnati. I mean, oh wait. What did you say about... I mean, I am from Ohio. No such thing as a perfect guy. Well, like a guy that's better, that's right for me. You know how I know that a perfect guy for me out there exists? Because of my best friend, Bobby. Now, Bobby and I, we're not ever gonna be a thing. But he's my best friend forever. And people like him give me confidence. Anxiety, yeah, I do have anxiety, but I'm not going to rely on weed to do that. But I refuse to rely on it. Okay. We always have our animal nature is not nice. Yeah. Weed than drink? That's a question that I don't even want to try and figure out the answer to. North Carolina, but I'm from Cincinnati. Nice. Was he related? Yeah. Should let Bobby out of the friends. Well, first of all, Bobby is dating someone who I really, really like. So, and he doesn't live in my state. What's wrong with dating Bobby? It's just not a thing that's gonna happen. And neither of us are concerned about it. I mean, I love him so much. Hey, if we ever dated, then things bad could happen and I could lose him. And he thinks the same way about me, okay? I'm not putting him in any zone. He's dating someone, first of all. Oh my god. Oh my god! His girlfriend's great, okay? Caffeine is not good for anxiety. I'm drinking it because I didn't get much sleep last night. Hi, The Watcher. Hello. I love how we all defended Bobby immediately. I mean, he's worth defending. Have you guys met Bobby? I don't know. He hasn't been on stream in like a month now. He's my guest often on here, and we have like deep talks together. And I think the people that have met Bobby, like Yasmin, they like him. That is thinking of people who are afraid to lose each other. Yeah, I mean, Bobby is the only person in my life who is that type of friend with me. I don't ever want to lose him. I don't think I ever will. Like, he's like a for life friend, you know? We've been friends for 10 years. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. I have such an admiration for him. Where is he now? He's in Ohio. He works for a news channel. He might work for Marvel someday as an editor or something. Perhaps. No, I just try the natural way to get rid of anxiety, which gets hard at times. I gotta start journaling again. I think that would calm a lot of my problems. I like when I have a lot of jumbled thoughts, it's nice to write it down and then just know that it's written down somewhere so that I'm allowed to move on. I don't have to think about it anymore, because if I really need to remember it, I can just read it back. But I haven't written in my journal for months, and I think it's starting to make me go a little crazy because there's a lot of things that have happened in the last few months. Short to see what ifs. Dude, I'm not gonna, okay, first of all, I'm not gonna date Bobby, alright? I'm not gonna have regrets about that. First of all, he's not my type. He's beautiful, he's stunning, he's a gorgeous human being, okay? And I don't even know that I'm his type either. I wish he was here, because he would say the same thing that I'm saying right now. Get rid of all your problems. And like that, and we haven't talked in like 6 years? Aww. I wonder how you left him to pursue new carries. Not really. Not really. I'm glad that he found that girl. Never invited him to come with you? What? Do you mean to come with me to New York? Because I have. I would love for him to live by me again. Oh my god. She's also married now. Oh. Well, if Bobby ever gets married, our friendship's not gonna end. Because I'm also good friends with his girlfriend. Like, when I worked at Sunglass Hut, both of them also worked at Sunglass Hut. His girlfriend was our boss. So I actually got very close with her. And we were also in theater together in high school, me and her. What's your type then? I'm gonna find you a man's. First of all, not blondes. Sorry. I'm so sorry if you're blonde. Oh my gosh! Someone co-feed me. Thank you so much. I don't know who that is, which person that is. If you want to be shouted out, then say that it was you. But thank you for the $10 donation. Thank you. So I have depression too. Slow thinking when off caffeine. Hard to make decisions, like when shopping. I'm getting better. I'm getting a little better, I'll be honest. I don't really have as much depression anymore. I only did for like a little while there. I'm more anxious than depressed. Chat is so funny. You agree just to make you feel better? Man is strong. Goodness gracious. Me and him are basically the same person. So you have feelings for Bobby, it's obvious, LOL, bad girl. I don't, though. Dark hair, pale skin. Pretty much. I mean, that's what the media tells me my type is. I've never actually dated someone who is that media type, though. Because they're kind of rare. Taken. Sorry I fit your type, aka not blonde. Setting the bar real low. Actually, my main thing about types, honestly, my favorite thing about a guy are his teeth. If he has nice looking teeth. That's very specific. But like, I had braces, I went through it. I need to whiten my teeth again. They're getting need a little bit of whitening. It was you. Okay, Korean Roof Camper. Thank you so much. Somebody shout him out. Thank you for the donation. Goodness gracious, you're great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For how long we have to know each other. So I would knock on your... I could knock on your... What? Where do you get those earrings from? I don't remember. I think I just got them from like a Target or something a long time ago. Oh, well, thank you. They look good. This is money. Money means nothing to me. How do you whiten them? At my dentist, I purchased a lifetime supply of whitener. So whenever I have an appointment, they give me another tube. And I just put it in my retainers. And I keep it on for an hour. And then I take it off, I rinse them out, and then I wear them for the rest of the night so that if there's any remnants of the whitening, it still works on me overnight without it being too much, that it makes your teeth transparent. Wait, was there a message with that donation? There might be, but it doesn't show up on stream. Like, I'll read it later. Sorry for this. I see your reflection in your teeth, really. Is that what the ring light's doing? It's nap time for me. Oh my goodness, Yasmin. Have a nice nap. And thank you for the birthday wish. And thank you for the birthday wish, Korean Roof Camper, as well. Watching the stream from someone else's phone and hear all this feels bad, man. Hurts right now. He knows all of this, and he would say the same thing about me. You just haven't met him. What's the message? I can't read it here. Makes sense that you care about your teeth so much. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of modeling that I care about teeth so much. It might be because I had braces for 2 years. So like, that was a big commitment. And you know, a clean mouth is always a good thing. Right? Can't go wrong. I dated one person who was a smoker. And you know what? That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. He was actually the best kisser. I miss him. He's over in the Netherlands, though. Serotonin meds. They work pill first. I don't want to take pills for my problems. I like regular smokers more than weed smokers. Is that weird? I hate the smell of weed. I'm sorry. And it's kind of nostalgic for me to smell cigarette smoke. Now, you shouldn't smoke, okay? But like when I smell it, it awakens this nostalgia in me of when I was growing up. She's saving her eggs for Bobby. Oh my god! Stop! Miss him, reach out to him. Actually, he wished me a happy birthday today, and I said I'd love to catch up. Yes, it's weird, but it's okay. Me and him aren't destined to be, but I really like that guy. Like, now as a friend. I don't know. We're on good terms. It's all good. He was here as like a foreign exchange student in college. Guitar player. I refused meds for decades. You gotta practice smoking and kissing. For all I know, Bobby is a good kisser, but I wouldn't know because I don't bother. I grew up in a home of smokers. Okay, Mike. Yeah. Kush cologne isn't for everyone. No, yeah. No, it's not for me. Go out of town and have a wingman, yeah. What? I don't even know where to go to find a good-looking person. Because, like, bar culture always seems so, like, ugh, to me. And the library one is such a fantasy that doesn't really exist in real life. I don't ever see, like, businessmen shopping in the bookstore. Because, like, they all have Kindles now, for one. But who is going out buying books? Let's find out. Only smoke heroin, I see. Well, I'll have you know that the place in Ohio where I grew up is the capital of heroin in the country. 21 in December during the pandemic. When I turned 21, I was working at a convention that day. I was being a saleswoman. I can't believe I spent my 21st birthday like that. Everybody was like, oh, it's your 21st birthday and you're spending it here? And I was like, yay, I don't know any better. Now it feels weird. Fiction is a waste of time. I mean, I don't really read that much fiction, to be fair. How do you become a capital of heroin? The most amount of people that do it and die from it. The morgues were being taken over by heroin deaths. I don't know what it's like right now. The day itself doesn't mean much. Oh, the day of your birthday. Yeah. It always feels... Anybody else, like... I don't... Like, you wake up and your birthday feels so important, right? And then it feels a bit... I don't know if it's a sad feeling the day after your birthday, but there is this kind of, like... the day after your birthday, right? When it's over. No matter how much stuff you do on your birthday, no matter how great it is, the day after your birthday, it's like... Oh, man... Like, what is normal life? I'm not ready to go back to it. Have a fun day today, though. Yeah, gosh. What time is it? Alright. I'll probably stream for, like... I don't know. I have, like, 30 more minutes. Right? Yeah, I have, like, 30 more minutes. You need a guy scout, a man that goes looking for men for you. I mean, probably would be nice. Tomorrow will be awesome for you? What day is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Tuesday? Oh, dang, that's... Ooh, I might have a plan for tomorrow. I didn't mean to take up this one person's whole week, basically. Me and a person that I'm going out with today is also... We're also doing something tomorrow. I didn't realize it was tomorrow. So when he said, I don't want to get sick of you, now I get it. I didn't realize the dates were so close. Injecting weed. Do not try this. Alright. I will not go online. I go brush my teeth extra time. Cal QW. Hi. Petwing Penguin. Thank you for the happy birthday. Hello, I love you. Oh my goodness. Well, hi. Hip Hop Rex. Haven't seen you in a few days. Sick of you. Thank you for the follow. I don't know who that was because my alerts don't work, but oh my gosh, thank you. Will he be my girlfriend? I can't do the online dating thing. I'm sorry. It was me. Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Petwing Penguin. Welcome in. Heart's going crazy. Ah. Yeah, gosh. I think the coffee is suddenly really hitting me. Why are you nervous? Well, one, coffee does that to me. And two, okay, this is Green Sleeves, a Christmas song that's playing right now. I don't know, it's my birthday. And also, I'm sorry guys that like my last few streams have all been just this chatting thing when I do a lot more. It's just very annoying doing it for mobile, I'll be honest with you. I hope I'm interesting enough to you guys. You want Bobby to inject into you? Not really. Guy that talks to them, starts a conversation, see if he likes them, gets their socials for you to look at, and then you choose a few to... I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's okay, I still like you. Well, I like you too. God, that's Bobby for a start. Yeah, Bobby is a wingman for me. That's very true. I'm also his wing woman. I can chat without your image and ID. Sort of, yeah. Just voice only for mine. Yeah, I've never done the online dating thing, no. Matchmaker. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. They do exist. You're totally right. Saw the title, so I thought, oh, thank you. Thank you, Pet Wing. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. It's crazy that it's my birthday. Do a stream with Bobby tomorrow. I want to see the sexual tension live, please. Okay, so if you want to hear him, he's in a few of my clips. I think my top viewed clip of all time is of me and him. I'm pretty sure. You don't see him, but you can hear him. And I can't have him on my stream until my computer gets fixed, because I can't have Discord calls. But I'll have him on for sure the second that I can, and the second that he's available, because he's a busy man. As a very good person. Gosh, well, thank you. It means a lot to say I'm a good person. Boo computer, I know. But hey, everybody here, people here help me hit this goal, so we should be getting that fixed. Oh, I'm sorry, it's over here, isn't it? It's reversed for you guys. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about booking anything today, but I'll send it in very soon, and we'll get this thing fixed and have a normal life again. Too soon in our friendship. That's fair. That's fair. You don't know if I'm a terrible person. My mom says I'm not a terrible person, so do with that information what you will. I'm surprised my mom hasn't. You might shank. I wouldn't do that. I'm surprised my mom isn't here in this chat. Mother seems like a lovely woman. I think she is. She's so much more edgy than me. My mom is so much more, like, wild than I am. Is that a noose on your door? I mean, you know what? I suppose it's not a noose. That's not what it is, but yeah. You could use it as one, I suppose. You can tell my mom's, like, crazy. She's not crazy. I prefer a road than a fish. I can teach you things. A road than a fish. Going fishing or eating fish? Ashish and chill. Hello. Do you also do the stereotypical dream of moving to NYC to pursue your dreams and worked as a waitress and as a part-time job? Not quite. I'm here in NYC because there's more theater gigs to be had here than there are in Ohio. I was not a waitress. I worked at Sunglass Hut for about 6 months. Sorry, 1 month since I got here, but then the managers took my commissions, which was stupid, so I quit. And then I worked as a candy cane greeter if you've ever been to Times Square and you see the people that promoted Chicago with the red tights and the suit jackets and stuff, like, who were handing out flyers, like, hold on. You know those people in Times Square? They haven't been around for the past, like, year, but where they do, like, their Fosse, like, with their hat. Here, take this pamphlet. Come to Chicago. It's located on Ambassador Street Avenue something. Hatcha. Whoopee. That was me. No waitress practicing politics? As the businessman slowly getting stoned. What? Oh, midget. What? Wait. What? I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube. Would you come to my show? What kind of show do you do? Come on my show. What do you do? Yeah, tell me more. Billy Joel. Oh, is that it from a Billy Joel song? I don't want to ever be a waitress. I'll be honest with you. I hope I never do that. I think I've gotten far enough in different avenues. I can find a bunch of cool jobs that aren't waitressing. I'm trying to say you like you. Oh, somebody followed me. Thank you. Sorry that the alert doesn't show up. I'm hearing it from my laptop over there. Thank you. I'll throw that away for you after taking to fly. I know. It's like people will then just throw them onto the street. It's whatever. I don't know. But there used to be enough tourists out there who would I mean, it works. It gets some people to go to the show. Just curious about the acting field. How does one become better at acting? Do you practice the same expressions over and over again? No. I don't do that at all, really. Or that's not how I do it. Yeah, I take occasional acting classes just to keep myself fresh. I took one this summer for 5 weeks, and that was very helpful. Besides that, I've been getting a lot of work. That's helped me, so I get paid to learn how to act, I suppose. I've been very fortunate. But don't do the intensives that cost $5,000 for 4 weeks, okay? Do the little ones that cost you like $600 max. Maximum. They belong on the street. You mean the pamphlets? Yeah, that makes me scared. Just planning a little vacation together? Yeah, okay. Well, the litter doesn't belong on the street. Some people take those pamphlets from Chicago and they use it as they have it as a souvenir. Just a podcast. Oh, heck yeah. I love podcasting stuff. What was the biggest gig you got? Anything famous? My most famous gig is the stuff that I've done extra work in, for sure. I've not done, yeah, that would be Law and Order, probably. New Amsterdam, Younger. Ray Donovan will be coming out sometime soon, I think. And then the show on Netflix, Dash and Lily. I was on the scene with the Jonas Brothers. That's the most famous stuff that I've done. The biggest thing that I've done, you wouldn't recognize me from anything, but like, I was part of a Broadway tour when I was 13. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I do Jamie Lee Quinn. Yes, I do. I'm only a few episodes in. It'd be more fun to do an 80s comedy show or a 90s action show. What is an example of a 90s action show? You were on Law and Order, which episode? You can currently find me on episode 1 of Law and Order Organized Crime. I'm in the scene in the classroom and I'm sitting behind Chris Maloney taking notes. I need to figure out what episode of the other one I'm in, which is SVU. But I can't say what I am in that one yet because it hasn't been released. And the biggest one. Fucking TV show written about me. Nice. Organized Crime. I watched that. Okay, then you probably saw me because I'm literally in the pilot. Tech shooter? Don't know what that is. Any things about the acting field that normal people don't know about? Any popular misconceptions that are just plain wrong? The first thing that comes to my mind is a thing that probably isn't the answer to your question, which is just that law shows where it takes place in a courtroom, that's not how real courtrooms work at all. I would assume the same with doctor shows. It's just it's portrayed not how it really is. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people actually do know what the acting world is like. Because people do interviews about it, right? And you watch those interviews and they kind of explain things. Do you bounce on the tips of your toes? Have I been doing that this whole time? Maybe. Oh, my stomach's starting. Maybe too much coffee. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a 90s. Oh. I'd say 80s comedy show. You have to leave soon. Yeah. SVU is the best Law and Order. I agree, and it's very long running. I have goosebumps. It's a nervous thing you do. Oh, I'm shifting. I don't know if I've been doing this. Oh, I've been like bending my knees. do a similar thing. Have you done Broadway stuff too? And does theater acting differ from TV acting? I've done 2 shows off Broadway. The current show might be off Broadway eventually, and I did a Broadway tour, which is kind of considered Broadway-ish. It's the closest thing to Broadway is the touring. And theater acting is 100% different than TV acting. I think because I've been taking classes specifically in TV acting this summer, that has helped me in my theater acting. I think I'm more authentic now when I do theater acting. That's why I think I've grown a lot as an actor this year, because I focused solely on film acting. I have 3 minutes until 3 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm leaving at like 3:30. 3 minutes, yeah, okay. Biting my knees. That's what she said. I mean, that's not the worst, that's what she said. Which actor/actress do you think is underrated purely in acting skills? Underrated? I don't know if I keep track of anybody. Like, the only actors that I really look up to, I want to say that guy Ben something, who he was in the Hollow Crown series. He played Richard II. I saw him live. He was like 1 foot away from me in Julius Caesar in London. I really liked him. But he's kind of famous, so I don't know if he's underrated. Yeah. I probably have a lot of friends who I think are underrated. Lie to us. I know I said about 3. Love the music. Could you tell the name? Oh, you mean the classical music? I don't know which song you're talking about. If you look up like classical music on YouTube, it's the first video that pops up. It's for reading. It's a long playlist. Classical music for reading. Leaving you, gotta get some life. Understood. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping in, Modern Gaming. I'm not a fan of small hat actors. Do you mean Jewish actors? Lady, so you are staying longer. I'm staying... I can probably go to like 3:15. I mean, I'm already ready to go, so it's just like... It's fine. Yeah. Love that snake. I'm sad Sniper's not here. I don't know. I feel like Sniper hasn't been... He's been working, and he works late at night. But he's always really fun. He hypes up chat really well. Why are you smirking, huh? I don't know. I don't know why I'm smirking. Where are you in this episode of Law & Order? Are you referring to organized crime? It's where she's teaching, like, polynomics math. It's a classroom scene where the professor is writing on a whiteboard. It's a short scene. It's kind of near-ish the beginning, I would say. Because it's when he confronts her for the first time, I believe. You know the scene. There you go. Just notice your sash. It just says Miss Birthday Girl. It's my little birthday sash. Thinking about Bobby the last 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish Bobby were here to talk right now. That'd be nice. He told me happy birthday, but didn't even post on my Facebook page. He direct messaged me instead. People think that means more, but like, do both if you're gonna do one of them. Just my personal opinion. Because I show people that their birthday that I love them publicly. Just saying. I want people to know that we're best friends. Is that so hard? I mean, it's not too important for everything, but personalized DM? I mean, yeah. Yeah. he misses. His misses don't know. I wish he was in New York. That'd be fun. He hasn't ever been to New York City. I have to show him so many things. Like, I wish either just him or him and his girlfriend, I wish they'd come up here and stay with me for like a week so I can show them around. That'd be really fun. I need him over here so I can have good memories associated with more places in New York City. Because now I have like a lot of sad memories, and that sucks. And I'm not allowing myself to not like New York City because I like this city. I need to make it amazing. I do have a roommate, yes. Wait, why would you celebrate your birthday on Twitch? Don't you have a cool theater friend group? You should basically a mini UN who would plan your surprise party. People haven't thrown me a surprise party ever, because that's what I always see on TV. I know. I do have theater friends. Here's the thing. So I moved to New York 2 years ago, right? And a lot of the people that I went to high school with, who all graduated college from musical theater and moved to New York City, a lot of them moved out of New York since the pandemic. Oh, someone gave me bits. Mike, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless. Thank you for the cupcake. Yeah, yeah, a lot of my friends moved out because of the pandemic. Some of them don't even like the theater industry anymore, which makes me laugh. Because they got a little discouraged, and wow, they really got knocked off fast, you know? People, literally, they went to college and they tell them, you gotta keep going. It's a tough industry. You gotta, like, push through. And people give up so fast, man. So yeah, that, and then I've been a part of a few casts, right? That's the cool thing about being in theater. Okay, my friend is now on his way. Now I know. The cool thing about being in theater is that when you get cast in another show, you make a whole new batch of friends. So over time, I'm gonna make more and more cool friends. But right now, I've been a part of, oh man, maybe like 3-4 casts, and just none of them. I'm going to hang out with a collage of 3 of them today. So there's that. Drop down. Welcome back. Are you close with them? I'm not super close with anybody here yet. Like, people know that I lost my best friend here, so I need to grow up that list of people. That's where I'm at. Any tips for people to not give up their dreams and carry on fighting? Yeah, you just gotta keep on fighting. I mean, what else is there to say? Just keep on fighting. Don't get discouraged. Don't let it get to you, even though it does for people. So what did I miss? I don't know. I don't know what you missed. Alright, so I think I'm going to end in like 2 minutes because I have to go to the bathroom before my friend gets here. Welcome back. Yeah. But hey, I might go live later when I'm out and about, perhaps. So I might see you later. Wait, I miss you already. Goodness gracious. This has been informative. Well, welcome to my channel. And thank you so much, Ash. Thank you, Zero, for the happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're all great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow, whoever you were. I wish I knew. My dream is to be Bobby. Should I give up? No, Bobby's a great human being. I aspire to be like Bobby. Alright, so I guess I should end. I feel weird about ending this one. I feel like I haven't been live long enough, but that's because now I'm used to freaking 5-hour streams. Let's just pray that I don't have a headache from this ring light being around. It gave me a bit of a headache the other day. Actually, let's go over here and try and maybe raid someone, if y'all are here. So we can hang out for another minute. Oh, somebody subscribed. Great, Keith. Thank you. Oh, subscribing. Yay, you have, I think, one of my favorite crowns now. That's exciting. You just gotta be yourself, to be honest. That's true. See you and hope you have a great day. Thank you. Okay, let's go and see if I can just pop up on somebody. So we can still talk. I have the clothes on the floor. Oh no. Yeah, I know. It's from the box that my mom got me. So I have to put it all away. She got me stuff for my birthday. You have eggs to blow me by. Happy birthday. Just kidding. Nah, I do. I clearly burned my tongue, I'm discovering now. You didn't see anything. Oh, okay. Awesome mom. She is an awesome mom. Oh my goodness, Invader V is dressed like Tinkerbell right now. That's funny. Would you let her skip birthdays? What? Blame your amazing mom. Sure thing, you got it. Let me do my AC out. I'm done with that. This computer is so slow. Incredibly slow. Just so slow. What are your plans for the rest of the day, everybody? Do tell. Wake up, computer. I like how you have Arts and For Love. I love that emote. Nothing much, listening to music and probably play some games with friends. That sounds fun. That's a good day. It's contagious. Skipping. Oh no, I don't skip birthdays. Birthdays are important. In my opinion, I mean, yeah. August 30th, I'm very biased. Any fellow Virgos out there? The woman at Starbucks greeted me when I said when I said it was my birthday. She's like, "Oh, are you a Leo?" I'm like, "No, you're at the end of Leo season." Hang with some friends tonight. One who is visiting from Ohio. Oh my gosh, so many Ohioans out there. Yes. As if you didn't want to celebrate it. Yeah. No. I don't know. Gemini. Okay. His last day in New York City? His last day? How much are ferry rides? Not much. Not much. Would you please just work, computer? I thought you said versions out there. I was going to wave. What? Oh, your friend. Okay, last day in New York City. All right. How have you not been on one until today? I've been on a ferry before. Just not this particular one. Oh, Nicole's live. Let's freaking go. I've been waiting to raid her. Load faster! Don't leave me, everybody. Hold on. Where at for other rides on ferries? I can't disclose that information. Left already. I'm still here. Oh, I left already. Goodness gracious, Mike. When I tell you this computer is so slow, it's like I click and I have to wait a whole minute for it to even change anything. Maybe you need a new PC. Well, this is my old computer until I get my new one fixed. Wouldn't phone be easier? I don't know how to do it by phone. Or is this yeah, it's a damaged one. Alright.
Tell Nicole that I'm a woman. Oh, I can't do it? Bruh. I'll get it. Don't you worry. I know I can do it that way, but I don't... Alright, I guess I have to do it this way. Hold on. No, wait. No, wait. Chat. I don't know how to type in chat from here. I can't. Okay, so let's do raid. Stick with me. I feel like I'm an old person trying to deal with this newfangled technology, but that's not true. I know how to do it. Yes, Boomer 25. No! Did she go offline? Like, what's up? She did not. Did that work? You cannot raid this channel. Oh, I can't even raid her because she's not an affiliate. Are you kidding? Or like she doesn't allow raids. Wow, I gotta send you to someone else. That bums me out. How often do you stream? I might be back. I try to stream like every 2 days. Yeah, isn't that a shame? For Nicole? Like, wow. Then I gotta send you to the alternative, which is not as, I don't know. She's not as small. That's a shame. You would have liked Nicole. If you want to go over and head over to Nicole Bellafont, she's live right now. It's a shame that you stream every other day. No. Somebody was streaming from your phone. I am streaming from my phone, but I'm using my computer to handle this part because this is Streamlabs OBS. I can't chat in the channel. Man, I can't believe someone doesn't allow raids. It's so weird. Do-do-do-do. Ah, yes. Just Twitch settings maybe. I think it's also slow because I have Streamlabs open. Let me close out of that. Yeah, now my computer's a little faster. That's funny. All right. 1 more second of loading. Some people don't like it. I mean, whatever. When do you rehearse again? I start rehearsals Wednesday. I find you from Scary Cheese. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is how you would know me. All right. Go and say hi to Tinkerbell for me. All right. Sorry if you hate her. She's kind of cool, though. She likes to talk about stuff like I do, so there's that. All right. Goodbye. Mwah.